Welcome to another class of leadership for the Positive Action Ministry. Tonight, we're going to have a beautiful uh, kind of a game about body language. We want to see some things that we could do to help us be more possible to when we deliver and we speak, when we talk in the audience, when we teach, and so on and so forth. So, we're going to talk about maybe five different subjects, but it will be quickly and fun. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do an interacting part. I'm gonna give you the same speech with three different ways. The first, I have lined them up, but it doesn't mean anything. So A will be with the index finger, B will be palms down, and C will be palms up. Okay, so it's the same thing, and I want you to jot down which one you prefer at the end and why, and then write down why not the others, okay? If you can. So let us begin, all right? I'm going to start.
Can you repeat that?
Yes,
What needs to
sir.
be written down?
Uh, A will be finger up. I'm going to give the same speech. It's going to be very short. The second B going to be palms down, and C will be palms up. Okay, so the order or how I listed doesn't mean anything. It's just for the purpose of you having something to direct. You got it, James?
Palms up, palms down,
Yes.
and the third one.
Okay. Or one. The first one is index finger.
Index finger.
Index.
Index. There's a pointer though.
Yes. Index. Okay.
This one. This one.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see,
that one.
I'm gonna act it out right now. Okay, guys. First one. You know why the truth is important? Because Jesus said that you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Thank you. First one, fingers, right? Second one, hands down, palms down. You know why truth is important? Because Jesus said that you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Thank you. Third, B, C, now palms up. You know why life is important, truth is important? Because Jesus said that you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Boom, done. Now, you guys got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't get it, okay. I mean, you're gonna get it left. Okay, so jot down which one you prefer and why. Go ahead.
I prefer.
What about you?
I thought we get to write first, so we
Yeah,
write.
you can write it. You write it, Eddie. So you prefer the finger? Okay. Uh, so I did everyone do it for themselves so that you don't influence the other. Okay, guys. So everybody should have it already. Why they prefer certain one? Bando, I want you to do the statistic, the number, the percentage. So okay. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Ralph, which one do you prefer and why?
Index finger because it conduct attract more attention.
Okay,
The speaker, yeah.
one in the fingers. Eric,
Finger up.
finger
The
up.
reason why is because it shows command.
Okay.
And that speech is a command
Okay.
of authority.
Joe.
I like the palms up because it feels like it opens the conversation. It has a more, I guess, welcoming approach.
Thank you, Joe. James.
I feel like they all have their, you know, pros and cons, but if I had to pick one, I think index finger, I think shows that you trying to get your point across in an assertive way.
Okay. Renee.
I don't like none of them.
You have
The
to pick.
thing. I
You
don't
have
like
to
none
pick
of
one.
them. I have
Which
to pick where. If
you
I
had
have to,
choose.
Pick one.
if I
man.
have, if I have to pick one, then I will pick the palms up.
Okay.
It's a little
two thumbs up.
more positive. Yes.
Okay,
But-
Jesse,
I wrote it before they said it. C. Well, it's more welcoming.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Okay, give me the stat, Bob.
Wait, Jonathan didn't go.
John, did he see it?
I don't know. Did you see the thing, John?
You see all three mentioned?
Did
might have
you
missed
see
the
one super
explanation.
tree or none? You're muted.
The baby's on him. No, he says.
He didn't see
Okay,
them.
he didn't see the first.
Are we
Okay,
gonna
Bob.
say which one we didn't like?
Well, yes.
Oh,
Go ahead, Bob. Give me the stat.
4 index, 3 palms up.
No, give me the number. It's 7 people. What percent?
Oh. 4 out of 7.
Okay.
So that's 56%
Okay. 56% for the index.
index.
Okay.
And then 44% for the palms.
Okay. And what about
No,
Palms
it's not
down.
palms down.
okay? Now listen to this guy. A speaker was given to teach a class, the same class with the 3 different way, right? It
Yeah.
was a little longer than what I spoke. I just wanted to make a point.
Yeah.
Now check this out. 84% of the people prefer thumbs up.
84.
84%. 54% of the people prefer thumbs down.
Whoa. Say that again. 84% of the people.
Prefer thumbs up.
Okay.
Second, 54% say that they prefer. I
So
know
it's a
gonna be
new
good,
poll?
but I don't-
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay. That they prefer thumbs down.
Okay.
And 28% prefer the finger. Okay? And that is crazy because the speaker, the 3 class different to different classes. People didn't know why they like it. But Joe, say it again why you prefer thumbs up.
The palms up.
Why?
It was more welcoming.
Exactly. It's more openness. It's welcoming. You guys are correct. This is an authoritarian or disciplinary thing when you do it. So the authoritarian leader, they do this a lot. Sometimes
And
they
it's
wanna
kind of that one is kind of offensive. I don't know. I find it, like
yes, they
I don't
find
know,
it
yeah.
offensive too. Go ahead. Jesse.
offensive.
how come you don't add up to 100%?
I'm going for what the story said.
Did they like the speech or not? Is probably the question.
Exactly.
It's not which of the. Not everyone saw all 3 speeches.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So, but most people prefer the thumbs up.
My mom always taught me never point your finger when you're talking to
That's
somebody.
right. That's a bad thing.
Always. I'm
So,
like nervous.
so now
I
you
never
got
do
this
that.
stack there. That's an important thing. Now we're gonna go to the second one. All right, ready, guys?
Wait, about the finger pointing. Do
Uh-huh.
you see any study about the Clinton Tom? That's the classic.
We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it a little bit more.
That's like
Okay,
The
raise
three
any
finger
position.
point.
Okay, guys.
Oh.
This one you guys just say which one you like the most. First is this one.
for what, a picture.
Oh no, you're sitting. Second one is okay, and the third one is which one you guys prefer?
Could you do one again? Actually, because I have to compare it to 3.
Depends. What?
That's one,
Uh-huh.
and then do 3.
On what, on
2,
what,
yeah, 2.
on what situation?
And 3.
On what situation though?
No, it's just sitting.
I got.
But are we sitting, or do we just like how you look sitting?
Exactly. Well,
Are-
which
are
one
you
you
in front of
prefer?
people?
Yeah, yes, we are. Which one you prefer, Brandon?
How I would like to sit?
Yes.
C.
C.
See,
B. A. Sorry, best posture.
Right.
It
A.
has the best
Okay.
posture.
Straight.
Ralph, which one you prefer?
C.
C.
All the men
Yo.
they see.
See,
a man. It's
C.
see, yeah.
James.
Can I see A again?
like an eye doctor, you know, like.
I would say C.
C. John. John.
He says A.
A. Okay. Right. C is the correct
What about-
answer.
What about Renee? Renee?
Oh, Renee. I'm sorry, I missed Renee. Go ahead.
Definitely, yeah. The last one is like you look like a punk, and no, the second one you look like a punk. The third
Yeah.
one is
You
is
look
kind
like
of
the body
disrespectful. I'm the only one that shows respect, and you look like you respectful, like you a leader is the first one. But the other
But the
one,
right one is the third one because leaders, when they see comfortable. And you guys gonna start noticing these
Yeah.
things. They're like,
Take charge.
well, I'm talking about men.
That don't make no sense. How am I gonna sit like that with a skirt on?
I didn't say women, I said men.
Well, you didn't say that.
leaders.
You didn't say that.
Leaders. Anyway, guys.
And you didn't ask me. Oh, yes, I did.
You did.
Sorry.
But
I don't like that. That's called mansplaining.
that's spreading.
I call it mansplaining.
No, mansplaining something else.
Well,
This is about
mansplaining.
leadership. It's not about things that I want to make up to make people happy. It's about
Yeah.
how to see, how to stand, and we will see. Okay,
I think it's
good enough.
You think C is right?
C is the right one.
It's
See?
threatening.
If you think he's
No.
wrong,
A man could do
C
it.
is an open position where you feel free, you don't hide anything. Which one? These two. First
showing
one.
your testicles.
First one.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. I'm with Renee.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, look,
A. Okay, this one. Okay. B.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let me see, do it again.
A. Come on. B.
There's no C in this one.
Now.
I got B.
B.
Like, what are we? In what context? Just like I'm standing. I stand like
Yes.
Are we
B.
at
I like B. I like B.
B. Renee.
definitely B. That's how it stands.
B.
B.
Yeah.
Ralph.
B.
James.
A.
Joe.
B.
Joe.
Yeah, this is-
I said B. Oh wait, am I on mute? No,
No, you good. You good.
Which one you said?
I said B.
B. Jesse.
B.
Jonathan says B.
Jonathan said B. Listen, guys. I know why Eddie would prefer this one. That's the thing that police officer do. And I know why Jesse would prefer this one.
Well, hey,
That's soldier.
we do both.
No, I know. But this is a more authoritarian, more respectful position.
Yeah.
In leadership, okay, guys?
But I thought that it was just like if you're standing next to someone.
Yeah, whichever you like, but this is this send a message about you open,
Yeah.
you showing yourself, you don't have to hide anything, and you translate.
But I feel like you're at attention. That doesn't seem over.
No. What he's trying to explain is you're
Yes, at least.
you're not showing any sort of like you're not ready to strike or anything like that. You're just
Exactly.
listening.
This one, the thing with this one is you feel like you're trying to hide something instead of this one is open, you're showing something.
Well,
The
how's
first-
that too straight?
the
down?
fir-
Anyway, this is the subconscious speaking. The conscious mind gonna question other things. For example, when the guy goes like this, the conscious mind could say, "Oh, he could be hiding something." But body language is read by the subconscious. That's why you register. Okay?
Yeah, but
Well, what does that
Well,
compare to straight down?
the
Just
fir-
normal.
Boy, imagine somebody standing like this.
Well, come on, man. Stand like normal.
Okay.
but
The answer is A because you're
That's
saying
all-
when
that's
you're
what-
confronting someone, that means you're not
What
gonna
about the
you're not
hands
gonna
in the
get
pocket?
physical with
Actually,
them.
that's a good question. You put a thumb.
Go ahead, James. I'm sorry, Babu.
The correct answer is A because when you're confronting someone with your hands behind your back, you know for sure this person's not gonna get physical with me. They're only talking to me. They're confronting me.
Yes.
That's
The
how-
important
that's how-
thing is, guys, this is the most, for most people, this one is the one that sends the right. You, and I thought it was the one actually when I saw the video.
why? Why?
Because this one is an open position. You're showing open, but showing that you are,
Maybe the better word is defenseless.
you said.
But you are,
Maybe you could interpret like that.
but you are unprotected of that position. They can kick your behind.
No, but I was
But he's
talking about.
showing that he's not looking to hurt you.
No,
So
exactly.
it's
I
an
mean,
This
unoffensive.
is leadership. This is not martial arts.
okay, no. Eddie and I stand that way because we work with criminals, so we are taught to staying in a position that we can defend ourselves, and our hands are free to move. If you try to attack me, I can just freeze my hand and block and do things to. But the other one, there, a separation of
This
the
is
law enforcement
this
officer.
is like your boss just talking to you. This is not to defend yourself
we're
or
talking
martial
about-
Oh,
arts.
my boss walk up to me
But
with
I
their
but
hand
I
behind
have
the back.
never seen.
That's it.
I
That's
have
the
ne-
inspector. That's what the inspector looks at.
But
you
I
like.
have never seen any of my bosses standing. I have never seen any
You guys
boss
notice
standing
this-
that way.
Guys, we have to keep
You
order.
probably haven't been paying attention.
Very interesting.
Listen, guys, this is
No,
about
not my bosses. Not my bosses.
and the post that mostly that people interpret the subconscious when they see the two stand. This one is more open, is more people feel more comfortable, and it's sending a message of respect. I thought it was this one, because usually when I stand like that, but no, it's this one. It's actually
That's a
kind
dif-
of comfortable,
Yeah.
I think it's a
It's
if you
because you have so much biceps.
No, it's uncomfortable.
Well, maybe it is, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, the important thing is we're talking about body language and why this is important. Now, when you see leaders, watch what I told you, what we discussed here, and you will see them doing it. Now, listen to this. When you want to send a message that you want to focus something, this is a very unique way. Jesus said that the truth will set you free. That most people like that to make an
I
emphasis,
agree.
right?
Yeah, that's
All right?
right.
Like that.
No.
Some people
No.
talk about using your finger like that, but that's a very uncomfortable. However, the
It's like
pyramid,
this.
which Angela Merkel used all the time, is very effective. This one. When you
United.
Okay.
That's mean united to me. Yeah.
Yeah, the pyramid is very, very. People like that. Now, another striking thing that I learned about is the Wonder Woman stand, and this was
the power pose. Or what you
yeah,
call it?
that you will see people when you're gonna start noticing now when you start watching how people stand. That's an open position of confidence, and the lady who promoted this thing and made it famous is a professor, Corey, last name Corey, a professor from business from Harvard School.
Yeah.
He's the one who promoted. And then I asked Eddie a question before if he knew Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
How many of you know who that is?
We were of this time. Yeah.
Usain Bolt.
I don't.
Usain Bolt.
You
Go
say
ahead.
you both.
The
Eddie,
runner.
tell him who it is.
Usain Bolt was a track star.
He had a striking move, remember?
It was like
He's
this.
just-
It was like this.
Like
He's
that.
Jamaican.
Always. And when
But
he
that's
said-
a pose. That's not
He's the
standard.
he's the
but
fastest.
the whole thing is that this guy, when he went in, he already cultivated the audience with his thing. And you will see him, he will strike a pose. By the way, this guy,
No,
before,
he would.
before they start running, he knew which guy leg gonna start trembling before they start. By looking at the pose. This is very important, guys. Listen. And this guy have written a book about leadership if you want to buy. But
Usain Bolt.
yes,
Mhm.
but buy the one that he wrote, not the other one, because there is a couple of more.
Yeah.
However, guys, this is very important. Something that you don't want to do is when you're sitting is well, you said it, nobody picked that one.
You should also explain when you sit with your phone in your hands.
Yes.
It's a-
I mean, that show that you're not a leader. You like you have
Yeah, you
low
run
self-esteem.
so high, and then you feel like, now guys, we're talking about leadership. You don't want to use those things when you're hanging out with your friend and you are relaxed. But
What if you're the leader of the friends though?
if it comes automatically, use it. But I'm talking about when you are giving a speech, when you are doing a presentation, when you are helping. This is you guys will notice this now when you guys see it's called the pyramid.
Yeah.
This is a very, very
Strong.
striking. People like that,
Yeah.
and like I said, to make an emphasis, this. Now, people don't like the hands down. One thing Bible mentioned is when you write, when you speak and you pull your pencil, your palms out,
Yeah.
and you put your hand in your
Yeah.
pocket, it's very effective. This pose. It's very effective because it shows that you are comfortable and people receive it. You're not hiding anything. So you could do that, and besides that, guys, the way you stand when you're gonna speak, you're supposed to be straight, right? When you speak. But most people, I see a lot of people that go like that. That's the wrong posture. You have to stand straight, and if the microphone don't lean forward, bring it to you. so that you stay in your position, because you want to speak from a position of command, a position of authority. Okay, guys. And it's interesting when I was looking at some picture of the presidents. Donald Trump is sitting like this. What is the guy from North
Canada?
from North Korea?
Oh.
Sung Jung.
Yeah.
And Sung
Yeah.
Jung is like that.
Kim Jong-un.
And then the two guys, one general and the Secretary of State, that I don't remember the name now, they were sitting, you see them like this. By the way,
So
they smile because you're not supposed to, when you're in those positions and the leader is there,
You're not out shouting the.
no, you cannot, especially in North Korea, they will kill you. So you have to be careful. So you automatically you will notice they like this. What was the Secretary of State name, Rene?
He had like 3 different ones.
No, the one
Which
that
one?
lasted a long time.
it was Trump's thing.
Pompeo.
Pompeo. Yeah,
Pompeo.
Pompeo is like that.
Respect. Yeah.
Trump is like that, very comfortable, open. Trump is like this, and the other guy is like that. So it's very important how we stand, how we see. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you guys is the least that we could do is to stand upright when we speak. Okay, guys? Now, this is very important. This position of sitting straight is when you want to send command, right? But when you want to listen, you do this. It's very important. You know who was a master of that? Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
The people say that Bill Clinton used to make you feel like he was just listening to you, and people was amazed by it. Okay, so
what he doing?
That's how Zelensky and Trump were sitting, looking at each other that way, paying attention to each other. I remember.
That's a listening
Mhm.
position, and so when you want to, if you see like that, what about this one?
You're uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're uncomfortable.
wanna
You don't
go
want to do
defense.
that. This
You
is a
don't
very
want-
important approach.
you don't
In
wanna be
psychology, they say that you don't want the
You don't want to
information.
be there.
You reject.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
Okay.
sometimes you sit like that because you're sleepy too, or you are cold.
Even more
Sometimes when I'm
uncomfortable.
cold,
That's a different scenario. What we're talking about is when you're like in an interview,
exactly.
when you're conducting some business, you don't want to do this. I notice people in meetings like that. That's mean they're rejecting the information of the speaker. So it's very important that we understand this thing and we try to imitate. Like I say, guys, be yourself. But if it does help you, use it. So things that we are not to do. Things that we are to do. Speak with our phones open, make a point, stand right. You could put a hand in your pocket, I mean, you guys notice that pastor and preacher, we always like move the hands up like that.
Mhm.
You notice that Jesus was like that.
Yeah,
You notice in Brazil, the Jesus that is like that.
Mhm.
It's because, as Joel pointed out, that said that you are not hiding anything. You open. You're sending a message of peace, of love. So it's very important that we do this thing, guys, because when you're gonna speak in public, that's gonna have an impact. Remember, guys, public speaking is 70% body language. Okay, 70%. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay, so I wanted to share that with you because some of us don't stand correctly. Some of us sometimes don't make the right gesture. Now, let me give you 2 extremes. Jim Carrey is too much movement. James Bond, the guy don't even blink. Those are 2 extremes that I'm giving you, right?
Yes.
However, if you were to use one of them, use James Bond. But they are 2 extremes.
Why not Jim Carrey?
No, it's when you are doing a lot of things that drive the people. A presentation that will drive you crazy.
Exactly.
The effectiveness of your thing. If you
But you have to be funny like Jim Carrey, though.
Yeah, he's a comedian. We're just taking it in the sample of not making. He for him it works, but in public speaking, we have shown that people that do a lot of movement all the time confuse the audience. They miss the point. So that's why it's very good to focus in some things when you want it.
But now,
Silence.
Minister, walking walking, when you're speaking, keep the eye people focus on you
You
when you're
could
moving.
move. Yes, you
Yes.
could move, and you should move because it also help you relax. When I don't. If you stand like that, that's a very uncomfortable thing. I see speaker standing like that. That's a very uncomfortable thing. Now, when you move, your body's flowing, your blood is going, so it's very good. It works. I like to move myself, you know, because it makes me feel more comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but anyway, the point of this thing is to stand and sit upright, guys. If you're gonna speak with your. Go ahead, James.
Some people like pick up habits of like swaying side to side too. What is that? Like when you
Show me.
sway side to side.
Oh
Um,
no. That's a sign of nervousness. That's not good. No. If you are gonna see, you see like this. It's a very comfortable position. Like that. You're not hiding anything. You good, the people come. Now let me ask you a question. Let's say that you go to the doctor, right? And your doctor said, hey, trust me, I'm your best friend. And he said, trust me, I'm your best friend. Oh, you could trust me, I'm your best friend.
Well, you even change your tone. That's
Yes, but that's how he gonna do it too, because it's the whole thing is like, like, oh, I'm your best friend, embrace me open. So anyway, James, that's a very no, you cannot wobble like that. You have to show control. Another thing, Jesse asked a question after the sermon, uh, and she said Jonathan mentioned that there were 5 people in the church, right? And she asked the question if it bothers me. And I said, well, in public speaking, we are trained not to ever emphasize the negative. You always emphasize the positive. You never mention the negative. That's why if you're late, don't say, oh, I am late. No, because that already gonna record in the mind. You have to change the subject and make and cultivate the audience. Even if you're late, with a message, with a thing that strike them at the beginning, and then they will forget.
So what kind of message do you think you could say if you're late? So,
No,
Sometimes you just start.
yeah, you start and you do something that take that away from the mind of the people.
Thank
You know what I'm
for
saying?
waiting, and then go, maybe.
But
So that brings it up.
don't you all
Never
to bring it
apologize.
because when you bring it, they're gonna register already, and they already told it.
You are late.
Yeah, they already. Oh, yeah, you did respect me and things like that. Go ahead, Jesse. You have a question?
You don't remember.
We get like speakers like this in Byra, and I remember one of them told us one time, never use the word unfortunately, because nothing ever comes good after you say the word unfortunately. And I find that almost impossible to do, but that was one tip. She said,
Do I use that word? I don't
well,
know.
everybody uses that word. It's
No,
like
I don't use it in
Some
public speaking.
variation of the word.
I use it in
She
sending
said
it.
never, and everybody was like they were like trying to go after her, and she's like, give me an example when something says good after unfortunately, and nobody
Well,
could come up with
unfortunately, I
it.
use it in my email to let the client know
I mean,
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but some things are unfortunate.
Yes.
You read the book Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference.
Yes.
He was one of the premier FBI hostage negotiators.
Okay.
He said sometimes if you have bad news, you gotta say, hey, there's gonna be some tough news. And you give it a pause and then you tell them.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the reality though.
Any other question before we
I have another question.
go ahead?
So if you're like speaking in front of a large audience, do you pick a point in the back of the room to look at all the time, or do you lock eyes with different people moving around?
Usually in public speaking, they always train you to look like you looking at the people, but you're not, and you center forward to the center of your eyes, and then you look like, but you're not focusing on anybody. If you want to make a point across someone, maybe, but I don't think in public speaking is good to but you might look right, you might look left, straight, but always try to keep your focus like above the audience. That's how they train, in public speaking. Any other question, concern, or comment? If
I will
not,
say that if you find it, but going back to the beginning, if you find it uncomfortable to speak with someone with your hands behind your back, in most cases, putting your hands in your pockets is kind of the equivalent. Is kind of the same thing, showing that you're relaxed. You're not ready to attack.
Yes, this
Um,
post in another book that I read from the FBI agent, he said that people who walk like that usually are confident people. You know, they put it and they walk like that or like this. You know, or like this. Different variations. So that's from an FBI agent book that I read a while back. So I do use that sometimes. You know, I do use it. But that's about it, guy. I wanted to share this thing with you because I've been reading a book and I say, you know, let me talk to the class about, you know, speaking in public. Go ahead, Jason.
One of the other speakers that came to talk to us on tech support, they say, don't overuse sorry. That we say sorry too much. I'm sorry, and they just not even apologize. There's like too much, and then it's not important. So, but they told us when we are sorry to say, I am so sorry. That's what we're supposed to say in tech support.
We
Just
usually
the one time.
we usually want to stay away from negative connotation word, and sorry is a connotation because you are asking for
But you
forgiveness.
have to, when they're mad at you at tech support, you have to diffuse them.
Oh well, that's a different issue. I'm talking about in public speaking. They always try to stay away from words that have negative connotation because people would tend to focus more in the negative than the positive. You guys know why? Because it's a normal. When something is normal, a family man that has 2 children that don't drink, that don't smoke, nobody cares about it. But when you see a guy that broke into a house and tried to rob a family, people like those things because that's a normal. But the normal things they don't. Any other question, guys? And I hope now that you start noticing people when they do public speaking about the thing that we spoke, you will see this a lot. You will see Angela Merkel's favorite, she's one, you know.
And you
So-
take
40.
toast and cake.
Yes. This one is always welcome. Joel hit it right in the nail. That's what it means. It's openness. Okay. This one, you remember this salute like that? It's because it's,
Hitler.
yeah, it's
Hitler.
because you are submitting. That is a message of submission rather than the openness. Okay. And that's why they use that salute. They are in total submission. They were submitted to their leader who was Hitler. And the other one, this authoritarian leader used that. And I guess the audience, when they did the speaker, they weren't that many Latino because I know Latino, we like this because we come from an authoritarian country. Anyway, any other question or concern? If not, is there a
No,
question?
I just wanted to say when Hitler spoke, he used the hand a lot, this hand. And he hypnotized he's hypnotized the German people practically. These
He
people
was
were
so good at it that he had black hair, black mustache, and he convinced them that the Aryan race, the blonde and blue eye, were the chosen one, and he wasn't like that. That's how good he
exactly.
was. That's how good he was. Okay, so
Exactly.
I mean, he was evil, but he was good at convincing people.
He was good at being evil.
Yes.
That was practically his only talent because he tried and failed at so many things.
You try to take on the world. That's pretty hard.
Okay, so if we don't have no more questions, guys, this is finished. I don't know if Joel, Eric, and James want to stay for the our leadership class, or you guys want to do it Monday?
We do it Monday.
Monday? Okay.
Oh my God, this was a leadership class?
I mean, this is like a leadership.
Yeah, it's a special event. Okay, Monday, James. Next Monday.
All right, I'll mark it down.